cornerstone of the family, the matriarch, the person who brought everyone together. So we were able to show that Mr. Medley was indeed the individual who committed this vicious crime, and we ensured that he was convicted of second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and other related offenses. Today, he was sentenced to the maximum penalty allowed by law, which was 85 years. He was sentenced to 40 years for the second-degree murder of Miss Lidia Chinchilla DeCarrillo. He was sentenced to 25 years for the first-degree assault of her granddaughter. He was sentenced to 20 years for use of a weapon in a crime of violence, and 5 years for possession of a firearm. This is an individual who, at the time he committed these offenses, was on probation. Now, the guidelines in this case was 20 years to 43 years. We asked for a sentence above guidelines due to the heinous nature of the offense. This is one who shot and killed someone he did not know. Miss Lidia, again, was here visiting from El Salvador. She did not know Troy Medley. There was no beef there. This was a random act of violence. This is the worst type of violence, a random act of violence. And he killed this treasured individual who her family to this day still mourns. So this was a difficult case, but we were able to get guilty verdicts. We were also able to get the stiffest penalty allowable by law. We will continue to fight for justice for all families and for all people, even those who are immigrants or who are visiting our country. Everyone matters. Every single life matters to us. And I am grateful to have worked with Mr. Abbott. Do you want to say a few words?
No, I think that it was really all about trying to get justice for Miss Lidia Chinchilla DeCarrillo and her family. As the judge stated, we can't bring Miss Lidia back, but hopefully that we could bring some comfort to the family, who was very strong throughout this whole process. And really, this was for them. And as the state's attorney said, we are public safety is our priority, and hopefully this sends a message, on that we will prosecute cases, we will prosecute violent offenders, and we're just thankful that the judge agreed with our recommendation, the recommendation that the state's attorney made, and sentenced the defendant to the maximum amount of time that she could sentence him to.
We'll now hear from a couple of members of the family. The first you will hear from is a young woman who I've come to really just adore. She's a student here in Prince George's County Public Schools, a graduating senior, and I intend to be at her graduation. Fatima?